Good afternoon. I am presenting today's lecture on planning systems in Bangladesh. My name is Planner Fazle Reza Sumon. I am practicing planner working in a consultancy firm through associates. I am board trustee of Commonwealth Association of Planners. I was president of Bangladeshi Institute of Planners, the apex body of planning community in Bangladesh. Before going to depict the planning systems in Bangladesh, I like to uh, describe about Bangladesh regarding geographical, cultural, and insights and economic opportunities in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a low-lying delta in South Asia, in agriculture rich due to its river systems and highly vulnerable to floods and climate change. Bangladesh cultural heritage is rooted in centuries of history, arts, and traditions, highlighted by vibrant festivals and renowned heritage sites like the Sundarbans and coastal beauty of Cox's. Bangladesh offers growing economic opportunities through its thriving garment industries, agriculture, expanded digital and service sectors. Strategic locations in the South Asia, attracting foreign investment, drive its rapid development and urbanization as well. Physical planning in every country is very important, and because planning system provides a structured approach for countries to shape long-term development, ensuring effective coordination of goals, resources, and policies. Planning systems are essential for achieving inclusive, sustainable growth and aligning with global development agencies like the Sustainable Development Goals. So many factors and features for development of planning, and in Bangladesh also there are so many strategic direction prevail which guides long-term national development priorities. Apart from this, resilience and adaptation, inclusivity, and governance framework are also the key features for the development and planning, where inclusivity promotes equitable development across regions and social groups, and governance framework strengthens institutional coherence and legal foundations. For Bangladesh, physical planning is very important because it ensures because a strong planning system for Bangladesh is important to navigate rapid urbanization and climate challenges. Rapid urbanization is very significant in growing portions of the population now, because in Bangladesh more than 60% population now resides in urban areas, and so coordinated spatial planning is essential to prevent unplanned urban sprawl. Also, in Bangladesh, there is so many populated areas, and population density is extremely high, especially in some areas, especially in Dhaka and Chittagong, the metropolitan cities of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is among the most densely populated countries globally. Urban centers face immense pressure on housing, transportation, utilities, and spatial planning supports balanced regional development. Planning ensures the protection of natural resources, wetlands, forests, and biodiversity hotspots. And as one of the most climate vulnerable countries in the world, uh, spatial planning would help guide resilient development, manage coastal zones, and prevent disaster-prone settlements. So, planning is much important and plays a pivotal role for the development economy in Bangladesh. Spatial planning aligns infrastructures, industry, and service distribution with economic goals. For overseas audience, I like to describe the political events in Bangladesh from after the independence of this Southeast Asia, especially Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, and after completion of British rule in 1947, there is a huge influx of refugee till 1971, and mostly Pakistan period is very important for Bangladesh, which is 1947 to 1971, and Bangladesh became independent in 1971, and a single party democracy was continued till 1975. This is the major political events, and also after 1975, a long time was ruled by the military government till 1990, and democracy was restored after 1991 till 2025. During that period, so many reforms were happened, and local government reforms in 1977, and even now in 2025, after a student movement in 2024, now interim government prevailed in Bangladesh, and some important government reforms are happening in the last year and this year as well. So planning and politics are related with each other. I like to also depict the planning events according to the political events, and I also like to highlight the capital cities planning practices, which was introduced from colonial development, and during early 50s, the first planning approach was introduced in 1953 by the inception of Town Improvement Act. And after Town Improvement Act, the capital of Bangladesh, Dhaka, was guided by an improvement trust named Dhaka Improvement Trust, which was created in 1956. And after 1956, for the capital city, so the previous that government feels that some other municipalities in Bangladesh should also guide it, and the municipal administration ordinance was bring to light in 1960. And after that, first master plan, and during that time, first master plan for the capital city was prepared in 1959 by one renowned UK-based consultancy firm, and that was the first planning documents for Dhaka city. And after that, Urban Development Directorate was originated in 1965, and the UDD was responsible to prepare the plan and the documents apart from the metropolitan cities. And the Purushabha, mostly the Jila and Upazila urban area was formed, and at that time Purushabha ordinance was introduced in 1977, and mostly the planning practice was started in that period for the metropolitan cities. Some organization was created after 1961, especially Rajshahi Development Authority, Khulna Development Authority, Chittagong Development Authority. These are the metropolitan city of Bangladesh, apart from Dhaka, and there is so many Purushabhas, the Upazila and district urban areas was guided by the Purushabhas. For the capital development town, Dhaka Metropolitan Area Integrated Urban Development Plan was introduced in 1981, which was the first step towards strategic planning. And at that time, some policymakers feel that for the planned development, the trust, Dhaka Improvement Trust was restructured and renamed in the name of Rajdhani Unnayan Kortripokho, which was created in 1987. And mainly the new generation planning started from that time. And in 1995, Dhaka Metropolitan Development Plan, the first approved plan by the Bangladesh Parliament, was introduced, and that is two-folded planning documents. One is structure plan, another is urban area plan, for the period of 2015 for 20 years development plan. And there was a suggestion to prepare the detailed area plan based on this plan. And the detailed area plan was first introduced according to DMTP 1995-2015, and detailed area plan was approved in 2010 after 15 years of its approval plan. So it was late, and after that time, the structure plan of 1995 should review, and the Dhaka structure plan in the name of Dhaka plan was introduced in 2016 for the period of 2006 to 2035. And based on this plan, detailed area plan was prepared for the period of 2016 to 2035, and that was gazetted in 2022. These are the main planning documents for the capital city of Bangladesh. Apart from that, so many planning documents, especially the district level master plan and upazila level master plan was created. 229 upazila master plan was prepared, but those are not gazetted and not getting yet any legal footing for those plans. In Bangladesh, there is so many challenges, opportunities especially for legal and planning documents. Some major legal and planning documents are Building Construction Act, which was enacted in 1952. I already informed that the detailed area plan, which is now in practice, 2016-2035, and based on this plan, our physical development and building construction was followed. Apart from that, Bangladesh National Building Code 2006 was revised in 2022, and our building and other major construction was followed according to this code. Apart from this, some other important act and rules are followed, which are Acquisition and Requisition of Immovable Property Act, Local Government Acts, Environmental Conservation Acts, and rules and etc. These all acts are guide urban and rural development, regulates land use and zoning, mandates plan preparation and approval, enables land acquisition and development, support environmental safeguards, as well as control building constructions. Also mandates our regulatory authority for the enforcement and penalties. I already informed that there is so many challenges. Also, there is some opportunities for the legal framework. Especially challenges consist of outdated legislation, absence of legislation, weak enforcement of the according to Act, fragmented legal structures, land use and zoning issues. Actually, multiple laws and agencies with overlapping responsibilities causing confusion and inefficiencies in planning and limited integration of environmental consideration in urban planning laws, inconsistent enforcement of planning regulation leading to illegal construction, violation of land use norms. These are the main challenges, and also there is some opportunities of which revising zoning laws to manage land resources more effectively, ensuring sustainable land use and development, and strengthening institutional capacities to enforce laws more effectively and consistently. Institution framework for planning in Bangladesh also different from other countries in the world. because there is no specific institution who will supervise as the umbrella institution for planning, like in other countries, even in Western countries. In Australia, there is a Department of Planning who guides all the planning agencies. But in Bangladesh, the establishment framework for urban planning in Bangladesh involves multiple key organizations with each specific roles and responsibilities in the planning and development of urban areas. Um, in the national planning system, some top-down planning approach was followed, and the higher-level plans were prepared by the Minister of Housing and Public Works, the main umbrella ministry for preparing the planning related laws and others, where Rajdhani Union Kortripokha and Urban Development Directorate are preparing the high level plans, and the local authorities report implementation issues and needs and suggestions for plan updates in Bangladesh. And for the regulatory and other enforcement, mostly Rajdhani Kartripokha and local government entity that enforce the land use, building codes and zoning, which all are under the supervision and monitoring of Ministry of Housing and Public Works. Apart from this Ministry of Local Government also plays a crucial role for as the institution, a major institution for planning in Bangladesh, and all the Purushabhas act as the local body for preparing the local level plan and action plan for the district town and Upazila town in Bangladesh. Planning Commission, Local Government Division and Department of Environment evaluate project impacts, compliance and elements with national goal, and they act as the monitoring and evaluation department for evaluating the planning projects. As discussed, so many institutions act in different role, especially in central government level. Minister of Housing and Public Works, Planning Commission, Local Government Division act as the main institution for the policy and strategic direction, and for the regulatory planning regulatory authorities in the sectoral level, Rajdhani Kortripokha, Khulna Development Authority, Chittagong Development Authority, Urban Development Directorate and Department of Environment act as the main planning institution in Bangladesh. Also, city corporation and municipalities, I already informed that they act as the main regulatory body at the local level. Apart from that, housing schemes and low income groups people, the National Housing Authority prepared the urban plans and implemented housing schemes in Bangladesh. Also, Bangladesh Ministry of Development Fund is a sister concern of Ministry of Finance. They are also involved in the planning institution, also act as a planning institution in Bangladesh. They finances urban infrastructures and support local development plan, especially in the district and Upazila level town. For the coordination and professional support, NGOs, development partners and community groups provide advocacy and technical expertise. Also, Bangladeshi Institute of Planners promote participatory planning, community development, provides technical expertise and policy advocacy and planning standard to Bangladesh government for preparing different types of plans and documents for different areas in Bangladesh. Now I like to show some planning practice and planning tiers with their hierarchy. In Bangladesh, the higher level plan documents is termed as national plan, which is mainly the policy plan, and the purpose of this plan is long-term spatial vision for the entire country, and Planning Commission and the Ministry of Housing and Public Works are the main actor, and they plays the main role for preparing such plan. The plan document, Bangladesh Delta Plan, is the one of the Bangladesh Delta Plan 2100 is the main example, and also the Planning Commission and Ministry also thinking to prepare the National Special Plan for Bangladesh. The next plan is regional plan, which is all strategic development across multiple districts, and the urban development directorate and local government engineering department are the responsible for preparing the regional plan. Also, already some regional plans are prepared, of which Paida Kuakata comprehensive plan are very focused and which was prepared by UDD. Also, that plan focused the ecotourism in Bangladesh. The next plan is a development plan, which is mostly practiced for the metropolitan cities. All the metropolitan cities, including Dhaka, Chittagong, Khulna, Rajshahi, they all prepared the development plan, which is consist of a structure plan, urban area plan, and detailed area plan. The urban area plan, the structure plan is shows the broad land use, is a policy plan, and it was prepared for 20 years with a vision of 30 to 50 years, and Dhaka, Chittagong, Khulna, and Rajshahi, all the plan prepared till 2035. And urban area plan is is prepared for the plan period of 10 years, and all the metropolitan cities are prepared their urban development, which showed the land, the specific land use in the jurisdiction areas, also focus in transport, environment, other important services. And based on this urban area plan, detailed area plan was prepared according to plot level, according to micro level, plot level. They prepare the detailed area plan, which shows the precise land use for each parcel of land. And Rajdhani Unnayon Kortripokkho, Chittagong Development Authority, Khulna Development Authority, Rajshahi Development Authority, and prepared the detailed area plan for its metropolitan cities. Urban Development Directorate also prepared some detailed area plan for some upazilas, which only covered around 12% of the upazilas in Bangladesh. Apart from this, our city corporation and urban development directorate and local government engineering department also prepared the local area plan for the local government jurisdiction area, mainly city corporation, Purushabha. And local area plan also consists of ward action plan, and where every ward shows their utilities plan, traffic and transportation management plan, etc., and detail level, on which the action area plan, the short-term implementation focus plan was prepared, and city corporation, Purushabha, and urban development director is responsible for preparing such plan. In action area plan, there is also some plan prepared focusing climate, and some important plan, especially climate resilience green action plan from Samiri, was prepared by for the city corporation areas in Dhaka. Apart from this different tariff plan, some sectoral plan also prepared by different agencies who are also involved for the development of different sectors of capital city, like Dhaka Wasa. They prepared the water and sanitation plan. The tourism board, they prepared the tourism plan. This other type of sectoral plan also prepared apart from the different types of plan. I also like to show some planning process which our institution follows to prepare the high level plan. mainly policy formulation is the mainly shows the vision and strategy for the planning regions or planning areas, and these policy are mainly led by Minister of Housing and Public Works and Planning Commission, and this institution prepared some national urban policy, 8 5-year plan, perspective plan, and also some other high level plan was prepared aligning sustainable development goal, and Delta Plan 2100 is an important plan prepared by the Planning Commission for especially focus the coastal area of Bangladesh. Uh, Institutional coordination is very important for the planning, and our urban development directorate coordinates planning in secondary cities, and Rajdhani Union Kortripokho mainly coordinates the different agencies of Dhaka city. Chittagong Development Authority, Khulna Development Authority, and Rajshahi Development Authority also involves several agencies and authorities for the coordination. And I already mentioned the plan hierarchy in different level, and hierarchy level is like national plan, regional plan, development plans, local area plans, action area plans, and these all plans because there is no city government in Bangladesh, so so many agencies are involved with this plan preparation process. During the plan preparation, that is important part is the public consultation to maintain the inclusiveness of all stakeholders, community participation. So public hearings, focus group discussion, and stakeholder workshop are followed during plan preparation, and that incorporates feedback from professionals, academicians, local committees, and development partners. And after that, legal plans were reviewed and approved by the relevant ministries, with some legal footing, and the different acts, and where the Building Construction Act, Town Development Act, Local Government Acts are followed at present. And implementation monitoring, mostly National Housing Authority, Local Government Department, WASA, municipality, city corporation, everybody are involved for implementation of these planned documents, and also monitored by the local government division and planning commission with some development partners for implementing this process. Till now, there is no physical plan for Bangladesh, but now policymakers feel that there is some national level plan for Bangladesh, and we are advocating for preparing the special plan for Bangladesh, and which will focus the Vision 2041, climate, SDGs, inclusive growth, urban development, infrastructure development, etc., etc. And if this national plan will be termed as say for physical plan or national spatial plan or like this, which there will be all the policies for the development of physical development for Bangladesh, and based on this regional plan and development plan should be prepared. This one example of regional plan for Bangladesh. I already mentioned before that Paira Kuakata comprehensive plan focusing ecotourism, which was prepared by Urban Development Directorate, and it's aligned with Bangladesh Delta Plan 2100 and Pacific Plan 2041, and mostly uh, this plan across multiple districts, upazilas and others. And I already described that the development plan is the most practiced plan in Bangladesh for preparing um, for the municipality areas. And in the structure plan, mostly it's long-term strategic plan document which guides physical development over 15 to 20 years, and that considers population, housing projection, policy guidance, broad land use, environmental consideration, and growth management, infrastructure planning, implementation mechanism. Also, this document also involves public and institutional consultation, which will ensure the inclusiveness of all type of people, and it involves different stakeholders uh, related with planning and other activities. This is a sample picture of a structure plan under the Dhaka Metro Development Plan, which shows the urban growth management and sustainable development, housing, public transport, economic hubs, improve infrastructure, and how to make coordination and governance to improve planning and governance mechanism across agencies. Also, it's guided the flood protection infrastructures and enhanced disaster risk management, upgrades essential services like water supply, waste management, and power distribution. It's mostly a strategic plan for the cities, how the city will grow and balance the need of urban expansion while controlling unplanned sprawl. Some development plans comprises of a structure plan, urban area plan, and detailed plan, ward action plan are prepared for the Purushabha, district town and Upazila town, which was also termed as the master plan of Purushabha. This is the example of master plan of one Purushabha named Bhula. Here, the first one is a structure plan, second one is a urban area plan, third one is a traffic and transportation management plan, fourth one is a utilities plan. These are different component of plan documents, and the latter one is detailed area plan, action area plan for each ward. In every Purushabha there is 9 wards. So according for each ward in the plot level there is some action for the period of 5 years, and those are reviewed every 5 years of those plans. In the Purushabha master plan document there is a detailed intervention of some action plan, like this is a action plan of khal restoration, canal restoration, and canal area development projects, and this is a conceptual basis, and following this master plan the project scheme was prepared, and the Bula master plan also focuses climate resilience, infrastructure and balanced growth to build a sustainable and vibrant district in Bangladesh. In different development plans I already mentioned that there is a 2-folded or 3-folded plan, structure plan, urban area plan and detailed area plan. In urban area plan, transportation mobilities for the specific cities and towns was focused, while economic opportunities, social inclusion, housing, urban density, environmental sustainability was focused, and land use zoning also defines specific zones for residential, commercial, industrial, recreational and other vectors, and public services facilities, especially school, hospital, parks, community centers and other public amenities was depicted on the plan. Urban area plan is a plan book for the 10 years based on which the detailed area plan was prepared. This is a sample map of urban area plan. Urban area plan also consists of three types of plan. One is land use plan, traffic and transportation management plan, and utilities and utilities and environmental public utilities and environmental concerns plan. And land use plan shows the specific land use in that area, and traffic transportation plan shows the transportation mobility infrastructure development. Utility and public service the plan is focused that where the public amenities will be located, housing and others will be located. Environmental management plan shows the environmental sustainability, disaster management and resilience and other issues. And the ward action plan shows the urban design and aesthetics, economic development and others. In detailed plan mostly prepared for the 5 years up to most very rarely for 10 years. After 5 years that was reviewed. That is specifies the road width, alignment, intersection, pedestrian pathways, footpaths, and the local level. Also, it's specifies the implementation mechanism and the development control tool. Also, utility infrastructure mapping, building regulation enforcement, and allocation of community services, parks and operations reservation. This all identifies the space for playground, green zones, lakes, and environmental buffers. And also, there is a statutory document enforceable by laws or relevant planning acts. And all the detailed plans have to be approved by the government gazette, and which is the main legal footing for enforcement and by the regulatory bodies. This is a sample plan, detailed plan for Dhaka city. It comprises an area of 1,524 square kilometer. But if we zoom the specific area, it shows the detailed area, plot level, land use, roads, width, everything in detail. And we made so many grids for detail level, and it's open to all the citizens. All the citizens can check their plot use and everything through websites in Rajdhani Unnayan Kartripakha website. In the detailed area plan, there is some proposition for action, and the local level planning prepared by the city corporation. They prepared the local level plan with some action plan, and there's some detailed level conceptual design and others estimation was provided like this. This is a sample drawing for the canal area restoration, and this is a design for Nauria Shutibula Shatarkul Barrage Canal, how the public space will be created, and based on this design, the budgeting and other features were final. Local area plan also a very short time, but sometimes procedural plan tends to 5 to 10 years. It's sometimes and micro level planning and design are followed, which involves site level layout design, land readjustment, circulation pattern, and service level planning, and that involves stakeholder community engagement several times before and after plan finalization, as well as smooth implementation. Here is some picture of local area plan. The first one is a land use plan, which represents zone in this local government unit areas. Maybe this is a plan of Rauchan Purushabhas, and I already mentioned that in the urban area plan there is some different terrace of plan, and in the local area plan also there is a three-tier land use plan, traffic and transportation plan, drainage and environmental management plan. In drainage and environmental management plan, in the second picture, it shows the existing drainage channels, the proposed secondary drains and tertiary drains, and also the existing water body for retaining act as a retention area during monsoon and other time, which are connected with the primary drain, it's like canal and river. Actually, the plan is very short-term project-oriented plans, which involves site-level layout design, land arrangement, circulation pattern, and everything. Also plans detailed design for roads, footpaths, street lights, water lines, sanitation, and green spaces. And this plan significantly considers issues like tree plantation, playground access, relocation, and resettlement if needed. And resettlement is very important in this phase. And in most of the projects, resettlement process have to be considered. Also, urban renewal and redevelopment often used in this action plan process, and for the development of public space improvement, which was mostly followed the detailed area plan and master plan of each such that area. This is a sample picture of one action area plan of Hazaribagh Lalbagh area, which was before 50 years. That is a tannery area, that was um, reformed and a new residential area and designed like this as block development with the spacious roads and other facilities. This is one of the example of climate resilient green action plan for the Hazaribagh study area, and in some patch areas along the canal, some green areas developed like this, and the brown area was the tannery area, and surrounding area is the residential area. So tannery uh, renewed to new housing areas, and the tannery was relocated out of the city, and before 50 or 60 years some tannery area was developed inside the city area, and that was relocated, and these are turned as a new planned residential area with some uh, with some mm, modern facilities and uh, facilities and amenities for the uh, citizens of Dhaka city. Now, I like to uphold some challenges in the planning system of Bangladesh, of which institutional overlapping and poor enforcement is a major concern. Multiple agencies often have overlapping mandates related to physical and spatial planning, such as Rajuk, LGD, City Corruption, and various ministries. Uh, they have perplexity, depletion of effort, wastage of resources, and inconsistent judgment results from this. For instance, without coordination, one agency may build a street while another designs a drainage plan in the same area. And in Dhaka, Rajuk might have one land use plan while the city corporation pursues a different road network or utility project in the same area. This is the major concern for the institutional overlap, and as I already mentioned that there is no coordination among because city corporation belongs to local government ministry, and the Rajdhani Kartripaksh belongs to Ministry of Housing and Public Works, as there is no effective coordination and different ministry and different role. So, as Apex body of planning community, we urge for city government uh, under the local government ministry, but since last 25 years, it's not happened yet. So, institution overlap is a major challenge for the planning systems in Bangladesh. Also, inefficient and ineffective if enforcement of zoning, building codes, environmental standards, and land use guidelines exist, even though thoughtful strategies are developed. And because of poor and weak enforcement, unauthorized construction, encroachment of canals and outland, and deviation from plan are widespread. This undermines the effectiveness of planning altogether. Uh, and mostly Dhaka, the detailed plan of Dhaka often falls short because of some developers do not follow the rules and authorities, and because of ineffective monitoring by the regulatory authority. Political interference and a lack of data and technical capacity also important challenges for the planning system in Bangladesh. Political priorities often override technical decisions. Elected representatives influence plan approval, project locations, and budget allocation to serve political interest. This compromise long-term sustainable planning and leads to unscientific decisions that focus more on gaining votes than meeting real needs. Example of some political intervention on the planning system, especially relocation of public facilities or unplanned urban expansion projects, are often approved under political pressure, ignoring environmental and feasibility assessment. Lack of data and technical resource with appropriate capacity at both national municipal levels often occurs in Bangladesh because of updated geographical data, demographic data, and technical knowledge are not available in some institutions. As a result, plans which are based on erroneous and outdated information constitute plan of poor standard. Sometimes some plans are followed the manual surveys and paper maps in mostly upazila towns. These challenges to create plans that are not efficient or climate resilient plan for such areas. The legal framework in Bangladesh for the planning system is not up to the mark. Many plans do not have a strong legal backing. The authority procedure and enforcement mechanism for planning activities are rarely well defined by policies and regulation. After 15 years of independence, Bangladesh continues to be without an urban, regional, and rural planning act, and which was and Bangladeshi Institute of Planners advocates for the inception of Urban, Regional, and Rural Planning Act, which was approved by our the Ministry Committee meeting of ministers in 2015, but yet not approved by our Parliament. Institutional framework for the planning system in Bangladesh also not in the satisfactory level. Bangladesh does not have a permanent, dedicated, or a specialized national organization or institution responsible solely for comprehensive spatial planning, coordination, and monitoring across the nation. Current organizations such as Planning Commission or Urban Development Directorate concentrate on planning projects or industries rather than integrating land use and regional plan. Projects like Delta Plan 2100, Regional Plan, and City Development Plans cannot be supervised and integrated under a single special vision by a single institute. Another important challenge is for the planning system in Bangladesh is the lack of physical plans under the special planning frameworks in Bangladesh. Preparation and implementation of comprehensive planning, comprehensive physical plans at the national, regional, and municipal level are significantly poor, despite the fact that national policies make reference to a special plan. A special plan often remain conceptual without ground level mapping, zoning, and infrastructure layout. Despite the existence of the Bangladesh Delta Plan 2100, many priority areas lack corresponding physical land use plan to manage settlement, agriculture, industry expansion. And that results a mismatch between policy goals and actual land use patterns, difficulty in guiding public and private investment effectively. And these are the major challenges which I find out since last few years, and we hope government will take care of this and will go forward for establishing the effective institution for planning. The institution framework will be more effective, and the legal framework is the most important. And we are hoping that in the coming days, the democratic government, which will form in the coming years, will establish an effective legal frame by Urban, Regional, and Rural Planning Act, which we expected since last 25 years, but not enacted yet because of the conflict between Ministry of Local Government and Ministry of Public Works and Housing. And this is the current planning practices, planning tiers, and challenges in Bangladesh planning system. And I hope you all understand the what are the present practices and challenges in Bangladesh. And thank you very much. That's all for today. I hope in the next I will show you some more detail regarding our planning practices, and we are hoping that Bangladesh government will establish an effective plan. And I also like to mention here that the only 7 planning schools are prevailing in Bangladesh in different districts, where around 210 planners are graduated every year, and the graduated planners are mainly come forward for the planning practices from 1998. Before that, civil engineers, economists, sociologists act as a planners in Bangladesh. And this is the planning scenario in Bangladesh. And thank you very, very much for your giving me the opportunity to express the planning practices. And thank you very much for everything. That's all for today. Bye for now.